It's been a while since I did a video on YouTube because I've been busy and stuff like that. But today's topic is why I'm so skeptical on buying the Wii U console. Now, this is a video that I'm not going to be bashing on Nintendo. I'm just going to give my opinions and some legitimate facts on why I'm a little bit skeptical on buying the Wii U console. Now, fanboys, if you can't take it, you shouldn't watch this video. But like I said, I'm not bashing. I'm just giving my opinions and some legitimate facts. Let's get started. Now, what makes me so skeptical on getting the Wii U console? Well, the first thing is the controller. The Wii U tablet controller. Now, with that, I gotta worry about comfortability. That's the number one thing. Now, I'm a tablet user. I got a tablet right here, the Samsung Galaxy Tab. And let's just imagine this is the Wii U tablet controller. Now, I'm a tablet user, and I kind of am comfortable with using tablets. But what about you if you're not so comfortable on using tablets? How are you going to like playing games like this? You see what I'm saying? You're going to push buttons and stuff like that. I'm not going to say that it's going to be hard to get used to, but you're not going to be wanting to play something like that for a long period of time. I need comfortability. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the PS3 controller or PlayStation controller because of comfortability, because your hands are contoured into the controller so you can hold it better. You see, there's no grips on the tablet controller. And then you'll talk about the Wii U Pro controller. We all know it looks like the Xbox 360 controller. I'm not going to really get into that so much. I don't think that's really a bad thing though. But the problem with that controller, and that's going to be the same problem with the tablet controller, where the analog stick is at. The right analog stick, that is. They're on top. They're over the face buttons, the A, B, X, Y. Like, I've never seen a controller with an analog stick on top of the face buttons. Like, how's that going to feel? Is that going to be comfortable to you? See, the number one thing is comfortability. Now, I'm not bashing on this at all. I'm just thinking, like, how is somebody going to want to play a game like Call of Duty like that? It's going to feel a little bit weird. I'm not going to say it's bad. I'm just saying it's going to feel a little bit weird. Anyway, about comfortability too. Like with the tablet controller, I know you can integrate it with the TV and stuff like that. Like if you had the regular Wii controller and you was playing like Wii Golf or something like that, you could hit the golf off of the golf ball off the tablet and then come onto the TV. That's cool and all, but I'm a little bit skeptical on buying this tablet controller because I'm thinking about how it would break or something like that. Now, you would be an idiot for, breaking this controller, but you gotta also understand accidents do happen. Like, what if you had a pet in the house or kids or something, or you just something accidentally drops on this thing? Then you're shit out of luck. Like, that controller has to cost about $100. I'm just guessing. I know it has to be more expensive than regular controllers we buy today. It has to be. I mean, it got a screen and stuff on it. It has to be like $100. Anyway, also, you're talking about it's an HD console, which it is, but when you put everything onto the tablet controller, it's not going to really be HD on the actual tablet controller. You see, so basically, you're not getting HD on that. I'm just throwing that part in there. And like, they said that the resolution on the tablet controller is not as good as something on the Vita. Well, we already know the Vita is a handheld gaming device, so it's a device by itself. And so I kind of would expect that. But I've also read that the tablet controller doesn't have multi-touch. Most smartphones can do that today, and I've actually watched a video of somebody mentioning that, and I have to agree with that person. If your tablet controller doesn't support multi-touch, then that's not good. That means we went a step behind instead of a step forward. Like, I think if we're getting like a new console or something, we should be going ahead. Come on now. No multi-touch. A lot of smartphones have it today. The Vita has it. Tablets got it. Why couldn't this tablet controller do it? I'm just wondering why. I'm pretty sure they have the technology to do it. I mean, we had multi-touch since 2007 with the iPhone. You know, and then the droids and all of them came out. See, so you gotta ask yourself, why doesn't it have this feature? You see, it feels like we've been downgrading. We went a step back. And then they also said that if you had two tablet controllers on the Wii U, that the frame rates would drop on an online game or something like that. And if the frame rates is dropping, I definitely don't want to play the game, as I do not like when games lose their frame rates. I don't. Let's see, if it's already at 30 frames per second and then it's getting cut in half or something like that, that would be terrible. That would be terrible gameplay right there. And on the tablet controller, since we was talking about resolution, like, it's not HD, you know. Why would you want to play like that? I mean, I know it's a smaller screen. You might not notice much of a difference, but you are going to notice a difference from that as opposed to the TV. So don't even say there is no difference. Alright, because there's a huge difference. That's the TV's HD. The tablet controller isn't. I think it should have been HD. Especially for the fact that Nintendo Wii U might not have a DVD or Blu-ray player inside of it. So why are we getting like inferior technology like this? I mean, that's extra space of hard drive or extra money you would have saved and then put some money into more graphics. At least that's how I feel. Now, I'm not saying the Wii U is a bad system, but the number one reason why I'm skeptical on buying it is comfortability. And let's go to the facts now. Now, say if I do want this device, or if I really want it, I'm not going to get it the day that it comes out. I mean, it's plain and simple. I never get a console the day it comes out. And here's a couple reasons why. First of all, a lot of crazy shit happens on those days. You already know. And then half the times the products be defective and shit like that. I'm not trying to buy something that's defective, especially if it's brand new. See, there's more recalls on consoles and stuff like that when they first come out. You see, that's usually with a lot of things that come out. Same way with smartphones and stuff like that. I'm not trying to have my stuff recalled or break down on me when I buy it on the day that it comes out. And then another thing is this. Usually in the future, they always make a slimmer version. It's usually better. More hardware put into it, like they got more memory storage, and it's more efficient. It will save on your electric bill. If you don't believe me about the electric bill part, well, think of the PS3 for example. They had the old models, you know, the bigger machines, and they had less internal storage. You know, memory storage and stuff like that. You had the 40 gig and the 80 gig, even though the 80 gig was able to play PS2 games and stuff like that. But still, there was less storage. Now, and also another thing you want to look at is how much power it consumed. In fact, if you looked at the plug on the PS3, the older models, it had a three-prong plug. That means it had a hot, a neutral, and a ground on it. The newer models, like the 120 and up now, they don't have those. They don't have the ground prong on there. They don't have the ground plug. It's just a hot and neutral. You see, and that's going to save you a little bit more on your electric bill, because that means the motor's been stripped down a little bit. It runs a little bit more efficient, and it's not using up your electric bill. You see what I'm saying? So things are going to be more efficient when it comes out later on. That's some of the stuff I wanted to say. Will I get a Wii U? Probably. I'm not sure yet, but I'm still very skeptical. And another thing is this, the games. I want something good on there. Hopefully the graphics are decent. You know, I don't want to be playing a game like Madden or Call of Duty or Battlefield, something like that, on shitty ass graphics. I'm gonna tell you that right now. People tell you that graphics don't matter. You're lying to yourself. Graphics do matter. Now, it's not the most important factor, but it definitely is an important factor. Graphics do matter. Stop saying they don't, because you know they do. I mean, I want good gameplay too, but graphics got to be good too. Otherwise, I'm not really playing it. It got to look appealing. You're not going to... It feels like the developers put more work into it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, those were my thoughts about the Wii U and why I'm skeptical about it. I don't want to always play Mario. I don't. I want to play other games, like I said. What about Call of Duty? What about sports games? They got to feel good on this, you know? They got to feel good on this device. I mean, you got the Wii U Pro controller, but, you know, the graphics still got to matter, though. And what if I actually did want to play it on the tablet controller or something like that? You know, and the graphics ain't great looking on the tablet controller, or it doesn't feel as good. I don't always want to play Mario. I don't want to play always Nintendo made games. I want to play some third party stuff too. Those were my thoughts for today. I'm Dre Bone 777, and I'm out. Peace.